It's close to a presidential must-see. Since Richard Nixon visited in 1972, almost every US president has made a trip to the Great Wall of China. But will Donald Trump? Past US presidents came here when they thought the relationship with China was good and getting better. That is not a description President Trump would use right now. On trade, Trump sees China as a cheat, imposing high tariffs on imports while manipulating the Chinese currency to keep exports cheap.
During the campaign, he threatened that he would impose something like 45% tariff on all the Chinese imports. Well, it would lead to trade war. It would lead to a great damage to the economy of both countries.
On security, Trump is likely to use North Korea's latest missile test on Wednesday as further evidence that China is not doing enough to rein in its rogue neighbour. Trump last weekend threatened unilateral action against Pyongyang. In contrast, Xi is expected to urge diplomacy. He doesn't want North Korea to collapse, which could lead to a refugee crisis, the potential of rogue missile strikes or US troops near the border between North Korea and China. Then there are China's territorial claims in the South China Sea.
There are two kinds of China hands, panda huggers and dragon slayers. Trump has surrounded himself with dragon slayers, people that take a hard line on China, especially militarily. We can't give them another inch in the South China Sea. Those are the people he's listening to.
On Taiwan, Trump's phone call as president-elect with leader Tsai Ing-wen upset years of protocol. Trump now says he supports the so-called One China policy, but he's also made it clear that he won't feel bound by it if he doesn't get what he wants in other areas such as trade. Donald Trump likes this wall. On the campaign trail, he spoke admiringly of it when referring to his plans for a wall with Mexico. But whether he visits here as president will depend in part on how his meetings go with President Xi in Florida. President Trump apparently sees all the strands of the US-China relationship as different bargaining chips in one grand deal. What President Xi makes of such an approach will determine the success of their summit and set the tone for the China-US relationship for at least the next 4 years. Andrew Thomas, Al Jazeera, on the Great Wall of China.